wanna make another video. If you've watched the last two videos, this is the same days. I'm very tired, it's late at night, and my mind's been racing. There's one thing that I forgot to mention what I've learned. By the way, if you're new, go watch the other two videos. You'll understand the concept of what I'm about to talk about. But what I've learned also is that I was kept getting told that every time you're lost to go back to the fundamentals. And one of the fundamentals is genuinely seeking guidance from your future self. Your future self is already very successful in whatever goals that you want. And this idea that you have to act it out is kind of not, like, it's not true. You don't have to act it out. You take away the construct of time. It's still you. It's you, just future you with more experience. And I wanted to bring that up as the foundation because this now leads to the idea that I want to bring for the video of how being broke and being rich is all in the mind. And I can prove that to you with an example or a situation, and then I can also prove that to you with my personal life. So the example that I was given by my coach. Let's say tomorrow someone were to come up to you and say, hey, great news, we just found out, from your great grandfather that you were supposed to be given inheritance of $100 million. Here's the check, it's all yours. Let's just say. So you get excited. You don't believe it at first, you think it's a joke, but you think, why not give it a shot? So you go try, you go deposit in the bank account, and it works. You physically see $100 million in your bank account. Now, imagine how you would feel. Imagine how you would act. Imagine how you would think. You would be rich, right? But now let's say someone hacks you and steals all your money in your bank account to $0, maybe $10, leads on to my next example, $10. But you're unaware of it. You're still going to act the same like you had $100 million in the bank account, but in reality, you don't. And therefore, that just goes to prove that it's just a mindset. Maybe you should act like you have $100 million in your bank account. But this goes back to my example where there was some advice given by a successful man on his deathbed, where he said you should always act like a king, even if you have $10 in your pocket. And this idea of broke or rich, when people say it's just the status of the mind, not the pocket, it's so very true. And I I can tell you that from experience. A year ago, I probably had four or five times more money in the bank account than I have now. But boy, did I ever feel broke. I was stuck in something that I hated. I was in school. I was working more the part-time job, more distance from God than the way I am now. Boy, did I ever feel broke. Now, as we were saying, 4 or 5 times less money than I had a year ago. I feel richer than ever. I feel closer to my goal. I feel the sense of freedom. I get to wake up and work on what I love the most. It's all this construct of the mind. And some people might think it's some wishy-washy shit, some voodoo or magical things that bring no physical results in reality, but for me it does. People misunderstand, people underestimate the power of the mind. It is so powerful that none of us can even imagine the full capabilities that it could possibly do. Thinking objectively and thinking, independently, you get to realize that without your mind, everything that is through your mind. Like you would not be alive without your mind. You wouldn't be able to see, think, all your thoughts, all your perceptions, touch, taste, smell, hear, and any of it. Our brain is so powerful that that just passes by our head. Quote, no pun intended. But from now on, I want to leave off by saying to myself and to you watching, don't act. Be. Be your future self. Don't pretend like that future self is in the distant, unattainable, out of your grasp. Be successful. And only a very selected few will understand what that means. Very few. And for those who do, that's where I'll see you at the top.